Good afternoon, brothers and sisters. Today I've been reflecting upon my substance abuse and my history as an addict, the people I've hurt, the mistakes I've made, and I wanted to reflect upon how Christ rescued me. That even though my recovery, my journey includes a few relapses, that even when I did fall and make the same mistake over and over again, Jesus never abandoned me. He never left. Instead, he stayed by my side and kept telling me, Stephen, this isn't the end. Your life isn't over. You are not going to overdose. This is not going to kill you. Instead, it might cause some problems, but it really depends if you want to try to heal, or are you going to continue chasing that high? Are you going to continue running away from your problems? You have to choose. What are you going to do? But I wrote a poem today about what I'm thinking about. I wrote a poem today about my substance abuse, and I wanted to share it with you. So the title of this poem is called Even in Relapse, I Was Not Abandoned. And I'm going to read it to you. I was drowning in the quiet places no one sees, where hope becomes a rumor you stop believing. Addiction had its hands around my story, tight as a chain I couldn't name out loud. I called it freedom once, but it became a prison I built with my own trembling hands. And still, you were there, Jesus, standing where the water touched my breaking point, not turning away from the wreckage of me. I remember the nights that blurred into themselves, where time didn't feel like time anymore, just repetition of needing, reaching, falling. I told myself I was too far gone, that even grace had limits I had finally crossed. But you spoke anyway, not in thunder, not in shame, but in the quiet persistence of love that refuses to leave. You said my name like it still mattered, like I still mattered. When I relapsed, I thought it was over, that one mistake erased every step forward, that heaven closed its door the moment I stumbled back. I sat in the wreckage of my own disappointment, ashamed to even pray properly. But you didn't wait for the perfect words. You met me in the mess, in the aftermath of my weakness, and you didn't flinch. You stayed. I expected anger. I expected distance. I expected a silence that would confirm my worst fear that I had finally worn out mercy. But instead, you spoke again. Get up. Not as a command of condemnation, but as a hand extended in the dark, not giving up on me, even when I had given up on myself. Addiction still whispers sometimes, like an old voice trying to sound like comfort. It tells me I'm still broken beyond repair, that relapse is proof I will never change. But your voice is louder now, not louder in force, but in truth. You remind me that falling is not final, that scars are not disqualifications, that redemption does not expire at failure. There were days I couldn't even pray in full sentences, just fragments, just breath, just help. And somehow that was enough. You gathered those broken prayers like pieces of glass turned into something sacred. You didn't demand perfection from my voice. You listened for the heart underneath it. I am learning what rescue actually means. Not instant perfection, not a life without struggle, but a hand that never lets go, even when I pull away. You keep walking back into my chaos, not afraid of what you'll find there. You keep calling me forward, like I was still worth the effort of love. So I am still here, not because I never fell, but because you never stopped lifting me. Addiction did not get the final word. Relapse did not end the story. Shame did not close the book. Jesus, you did not leave. And because you stayed, I am still becoming new. So brothers and sisters, that is what I wrote when it came to my addiction story, my testimony of how Jesus Christ rescued me when I was at the lowest of lows, when I was drunk, when I was high, when I was sleeping with strangers, men and women, when I was giving up my body in exchange for drugs. Jesus, he didn't shame me or guilt trip me. He didn't judge me. He saw me as someone who was broken, who was in pain, who was suffering. And I owe Jesus my life for the fact that he was so gentle with me. He was so kind and loving. And so I wish people would realize just how Jesus, even today, still performs miracles. And even today, Jesus still heals. Every day in people's lives. You know, Jesus is alive and he is helping people recover from trauma, from pain, from suffering, from addiction, from schizophrenia, from bipolar disorder, from PTSD, you know. He's my best friend. But anyways, brothers and sisters, thank you for listening. I will include the link of this poem in the description of this video. And I appreciate you guys taking some time to spend a couple minutes with me. So thank you so much. God bless you. And I love you guys. Peace.